Encrypted file received from Goblets and Gays. Decrypting.
What does a barbarian war criminal, an undead cultist, a pyromaniac goblin, a Hot Topic reject, and a bard whose family is very, very cursed all have in common? Well, that's very simple. They're all our main cast. We are Goblets and Gays, a mostly Pathfinder 2E podcast set in a homebrew world. If Pathfinder isn't your thing, we have all sorts of other awesome games for you to enjoy. Join us every Wednesday for episodes of our main campaign, Blood of Kings, as these chaotic gays attempt to locate some missing royalty. Don't forget to follow us on all social media channels at Goblets and Gays to stay up to date with our amazing projects. And remember to eat your vegetables.
Message ends. Resuming standard Leica 7 operations.
Get ready to buckle up and shuffle up. This is Cosmopunk.
Chemical Divinity, a homebrew Starfinder adventure written by Urban Dragon and guest gem by me, Zuki, featuring the crew of the Leica 7.
Hey, I'm Cypher, and I play Ryder, the Yosaki operative otter. Wannabe intergalactic super spy, now a hotshot pilot and part-time ninja.
Hello, I'm Ty, and I play Radar, a gangly beanpole of a commando coyote who believes that violence solves everything.
Hi, I'm Pan, and I play Baphomet, an ex-galactic idol, now kobold android mystic and captain of the Leica 7, who always tries to find the best in people before they inevitably get shot in the face.
Hi, I'm RJ, and I play V, a non-binary vest mechanic and their drone familiar flyby. V's trying to be a better person, so they're now limited to one murder per campaign.
And I'm Zuki, the GM of this campaign. Episode 7, Night of the Spiderpossums. After their success street racing through the city and underworld of Zoe, the team takes a short break to decompress before catching up with Toffee. The decryption of the drug dealer's datapad is complete, and now they have a new target. But in a strange turn of events, the Leica gains a few unusual stories.
So yeah, what's everyone else doing at this point? I assume we're still on the podium.
Radar has vanished.
Yes, Radar and Celeste have vanished. Pliskin and his gang have just scarpered. They're not celebrated.
I like the idea. Ryder's like, "Hey, we did it, Radar. We won." And she looks around like, "Radar," and Celeste is just like carrying him off, like over her shoulder.
He's peering over her shoulder back at Ryder, like, "Help me, help me."
Is that how it happened?
It's either going to be help me or just giving the thumbs up.
Yeah. Yep. You can see a Yoti. You can see the back of a vest walking away with a Yoti tail hanging off of one end, and just a fist just arrives with a thumb up, just like top.
No, he's having fun. Okay. Ryder's gonna have a swig of her champagne and sort of have a look for Django.
Yeah, you can see Django and a group of Yosaki are kind of hanging out together. They've got this big keg of something. It's kind of a greenish looking hue to it, and they're pouring. But at the moment, Django is underneath it, drinking from the spout.
Okay, Ryder's gonna sort of trot up to him and approach him and sort of look down at him, so she's upside down in his point of view, and say, "Django, a word?"
Hey, it's the winner! And he stands up and wipes his mouth. Yeah, that was some damn good writing. Last minute stuff. I could see you were thinking about that. You did good. I mean,
shoot him in the face.
Before.
Shoot him in the something.
Shoot him in the face.
I'm not going to shoot him in the face. I am going to grab him by the nape though, and sort of drag him over to one side.
Okay. You grab onto him, and he kind of protests, and the other fuel rats that are around him kind of look a bit concerned about this, to say the least. And they're all a little bit drunk.
I'll look over my shoulder to them and say, "I won't be long, fellas."
Like, they're going to put their hands on their weapons.
Oh, they're going to put their hands on the weapons? Shit.
Yeah.
And that's how the war began.
I'm just going to have a word with your boy in private. There's no need to posture.
Hey, what's this about? We can talk openly. The fuel rats don't mind having an open conversation. Is this about my little surprise?
As a matter of fact, it is, Django, yeah.
Look, I was just trying to fuck up with Pliskin, man. I wasn't trying
I'm
to.
aware of what you were doing. What I'm curious as to why you didn't call them off when you could see that it wasn't affecting Pliskin. I had that situation completely under control.
I'm not in control of this. I just hired some people to do some stuff, man, and it didn't work out for your friend too good. But hey, you won, right? You wouldn't have stood a chance if that hadn't happened. Like, I saw that trick you pulled on Pliskin. That wasn't exactly fair. Messing with someone's engine, that's pretty similar to what I did, right?
The rules said that contact is allowed at the beginning of the race. That's exactly what happened. I won fair and square.
Yeah. I mean, I like that you messed with him. I like that you sorted him out. And what I did wasn't so bad. Look, no hard feelings, okay? You're a good street racer. You're a damn good fighter. I don't want to annoy you. Put the weapons away, boys. You've seen what they can do.
Maybe don't pull a stunt like that again in the future. Particularly when I'm in the race, anyway.
Are you planning to do many more races around here?
I'll think about it.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. If you need anything in the city, the fuel rats have got your back, okay? We owe you one. Well, we owe your friend one, anyway.
Pleasure racing with you, Django. And she'll let go of this collar, straighten it out a bit, brush some of the snow off of it, and clink glasses with them. Or clink champagne bottles.
No, you gotta try some of this. And he pours out some of this green concoction and passes it over to you. This is the fuel rat's own creation, man.
Oh yeah? What is it? She's going to sniff it.
It seems to be some kind of cocktail. There's definitely some very strong alcohol in there, but it seems to be tempered by, you're not really sure what. Some kind of fruity scent.
Paint dinner.
Yeah, it's probably pretty strong. I mean, judging by how Django looks right now, he looks like he's pretty out of it.
Given the climate of this place, it's probably antifreeze. She'll have a swig of it, why not?
It tastes good, but there is definitely a slight aftertaste of something strong in there. And you can feel it kind of getting to you very slightly.
That's got a sting in its tail.
Only the best.
That beats the hell out of the champagne. You want some champagne? And she pours some champagne in as well.
Oh, sure. Yeah. But, no. I think I've probably drunk enough of that stuff right now. I think I'm starting to lose my vision a little bit.
Oh yeah, you'll need that if you want to drive. Alright, Django. Well, pleasure racing with you. Maybe we'll do it again someday.
He kind of staggers back to his friends and he's chatting to them. But yeah, he looks very out of it.
And then he instantly passed out.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, Rhoda sort of trots back over to the group, to the podium.
So I'm guessing Shelp's happy.
Yeah, Beth gave Shelp her bike.
Yeah, Shelp is hanging out with you guys and is very happy with the result. Like, you guys should be doing more street racing, you know that? I know you've got other jobs, you've got other stuff that you're doing, but...
Well, maybe.
Yeah, you never know.
What in general are you guys doing for the next day or two? Because it's not going to be long before Toffee contacts you again. But you've got your penthouse apartment. Did you take Celeste back to the penthouse apartment? She would be well into that because she has a place, but it's kind of shared and it's not particularly nice.
Well, there's separate rooms. We had separate rooms, right? So it's not.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I guess we could go back there.
That's not going to be there. Like, she's going to give them their space. That's polite.
We'll get a head start. It's fine.
So I'm guessing that Radar is going to spend quite a lot of time with Celeste over the next couple of days.
Yeah, it's going to get a little bit sickening for everyone else.
No.
It's a burgeoning, blossoming relationship.
Yeah, that's fine. It's cute. That's going to, get out of the place so they can have some time. So,
Yeah, honestly, I think the entire crew is pleased to see this side of
we've been trying to
Radar.
hook Radar up for so long, but this is actually a really pleasant surprise.
Yeah, fair enough. Thank you.
So where are Radar and Celeste at the moment?
They'll be in the room in the hotel.
Oh, they're back in the hotel. Okay.
I guess you're spending the majority of the next 2 days there with her. Although she wants to go out to a few nightclubs.
He goes.
She is definitely departing. She's arranged her shifts to be off for the next day or two.
Oh, dang.
That's
And
not shopping or something.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. V's going to go find a local junkyard and start scouring it for minivans.
Ryder's probably going to take her bike back to the Leica. But yeah, she's going to like store her bike, not like in her room, but in the cargo bay of Leica 7.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then head back to her room at the hotel.
No, we're meant to be giving them space. We don't want to be in the hotel with them.
We all have separate rooms.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean,
Ryder's only going to stay in her room and watch terrible movies and eat cake on the bed.
They're next to each other. You're gonna hear the whole thing.
If they start banging, she's leaving.
No, that's not happening. I mean, the reason I asked about the stuff at the start was like, I don't know what Seth's personality is like other than she is a dancer. So she could probably come and watch shit movies with Ryder.
She is a party girl. She likes to drink and she likes sex. So she would totally be in for it. Basically, and probably quite interested about it as well.
Killed it.
Are you trying to find out about her as a person, or it sounds like you are?
I was, yeah.
Okay. I mean, yeah, she is drunk and she probably wants something, but you can just have a nice conversation together.
No, she'll get what she wants.
You do
Just
find
eat
out
pizza and play video games with her. It's fine.
Just
But
yeah,
like,
we have to make it like a horny thing.
It's a first date. It's fine.
Yeah.
We'll do whatever we need to do for the first date to go well.
Imagining Radar sitting at the edge of the bed, just like saluting forlornly as he's dragged in by Vess.
You know what? I like idea like as the rest of the crew are leaving, everyone gives Radar different advice as we're leaving. We're like, oh, we'll get out of your way, but and then like everyone gives this terrible, conflicting advice.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, give me a sense motive. Just to see how what kind of can you develop a good relationship?
Oh,
Do you manage to get under her skin basically to the person inside?
Sense motive, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh boy, Radar, enjoy your +1. 20.
20.
Dirty 20.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
Well, yes. Yeah, I mean, you get the impression that she maybe likes partying maybe a little too much. And your conversations with her, I mean, she does drink a fair bit. Your conversations with her, you realise that she's kind of mourning for her father. He was a veteran of the Pact Wars on the planet, and he died. He was a foot soldier in the civil wars with the dragons, and she doesn't like the dragons. Definitely not. She hates them.
I got that.
Because of what they've done to the rest of the planet. She basically thinks that they've enslaved half of the planet, and to even think about living in that area. I mean, she knows people that live there. It is horrendous. She doesn't. Yeah, I think she really resents the fact that her father died that way.
I don't want to get too deep into sort of trying to psychoanalyze her, but we'll drink. So instead, we'll drink lots. There we go.
Probably not break about while she's drinking a lot.
Yeah, she loves to party, but the fact is that you do manage to break down to get to the real her at other points in time over the next couple of days.
That might be the reason why she drinks a lot.
Actually, it might explain why she's into Radar, because Radar's a military man. Her father's a military man.
Yeah. Little too deep there, Pan.
Again, psychoanalyzing. We're not doing that.
But yeah, I mean, you see the vulnerable person beneath. You feel like you made a connection with them.
So there is a person under here. It's not just partying and booze.
Yeah. Although with that sense motive as well, you do get the impression that she really likes being seen with someone who's famous, or even if it's temporarily famous. Like she likes to go out, and you do go to some of the clubs where people will see you.
Yeah.
But it seems fairly innocent. It seems like she's just enjoying herself as opposed to exploiting you.
Does it seem like she's not really had a lot of fun in a while, and this is a chance to have some?
it seems like maybe she's had too much fun, and
Oh, right. Okay.
but yeah, certainly as far as having a connection with someone, it looks like she's been pretty closed off.
Okay.
A bit like yourself, I guess.
Yeah. Put up walls,
Do you open up to her?
A little bit, just to see if she's like.
I mean, she's very curious about you and what your background is. Do you talk about the fact that you have no past, effectively?
I guess
Do you
like
cover that up?
he'll mention this, like, obviously people want to know about the cybernetics, so he'll tell her what he remembers, I guess, which is not very much, and it's very fragmented.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, so you really do open up about what really happened in terms of
I guess
that you don't have any idea of what your past is. Yeah, she's quite interested in that. Yeah, good.
Cool.
Okay. Anybody else? So, Ryder, you're basically sitting in watching TV.
Yeah, I don't think I would want to have because Ryder is fucking nosy just by nature, but I don't think she'd want to like listen in on how Radar's doing with Celeste, even though she
Actually,
has.
they're out quite a lot because they seem to go to a few restaurants. They seem to be partying in other places.
She wants him to be happy. She knows he's a bit of a tortured soul, and she thinks this might be the thing that helps him come out of his shell a little bit. But she wants to like monitor what they're doing so that terrible decisions aren't being made, and also that Radar isn't being exploited.
Well, how are you going to monitor what they're doing?
Is there any point where like they like meet in a hallway and she's got like bottles of drink bringing stuff to the room?
You definitely hear a couple of I mean, they seem to be out. Well, I'm guessing it's up to you.
Because I would like to also do a sense motive, see if I can glean a little bit more information.
Well, it depends on you, Radar. Do you want to hang out with the others? It doesn't sound like you are very much.
He does, like, but it's
up to you, Radar.
If she's like open up to him about like her troubles and stuff, and it looks like she needs someone to support her, he'll support her.
Oh.
Yeah, and I think she's very interested in. She knows that you're probably going to be leaving soon. She knows that you're from off planet. That you're kind of, from the way you've talked about your past as well, that you move from place to place. She may not see you again. So she just wants to spend time with you and party, basically.
Yeah, we'll do that then.
In that case, Ryder will stick to herself and just sit in a room, ordering room service cake and watching terrible movies on the TV in the hot tub.
Okay. So you're just watching. You're not watching the news. Not watching.
She might keep an eye on the news every now and again to make sure that they're not like there's not that much heat on them. Try and gauge whether or not the heat's going to die down soon or not.
Okay. Can you give me a culture roll?
Sure. I don't have good culture, but I got 15 plus 9.
So yeah, there's you do notice that there is definitely a lot of military tension between this part of the planet, the Ryorfian sectors, and what seem to be a kind of set of principalities of dragon-controlled parts of the planet. There's frequent references to kind of border clashes and to clashes between security forces of each side, and there's kind of a cold war going on. Between the Skyfire, kind of the Skyfire Alliance run this part of the planet. Everything else is run by private dragon-owned corporations on another place.
But there's not like sort of open terrorist incidents every other week or something.
No. I mean, it's not a hot war. It's definitely, but there are sporadic clashes, and there are horror stories. You're quite a. I don't know what are your politics, because looking at it, you're leftist.
Ryder's quite a leftist. She's sort of anti-authority. She's quite punky. She would much rather everyone viewed each other as an equal.
Yeah, so you can sense that there is a lot of repression from the dragons on the other side of the planet. It is an unpleasant-looking situation for anyone that lives under dragon-ruled territory, and there are very strong border controls between the two areas.
So there's like there's a hard border between the dragon part and the elf part.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not really the elf part because elves, the Royalfians live in all sectors, but
Okay.
there are areas that the dragons have basically claimed as their own that are beyond Skyfire Alliance control. These are real dragons on this planet. Lots of
And
them.
they're bastards by the sound.
In fact, entire dynasties of real dragons exist on this planet. They are scary ass things.
Yeah, I've seen the artwork of it. There's like it's like a screenshot from Red Square, the Soviet Russia, but there's dragons instead of people.
Yeah, instead of missiles.
Instead of missiles, yeah.
A lot of the dragon traits seem to mirror like the Veskarium in terms of like authoritarian, conquer everything.
The dragons are definitely much more authoritarian. I mean, the Vesk, from what I've read, tend to assimilate cultures and try and at least make peace with them. They don't oppress the people after they've been controlled by the Vesk. Although they do fight some pretty horrendous wars. The dragons, on the other hand, definitely regard any non-dragon race as utterly inferior. A lot of them.
Yeah, I was going to say, would V still be thinking like that if around Ryder the whole time?
It's hard to say. Like, old habits die hard. I'm trying to think how V would be nowadays, because obviously they started off like full imperial upbringing, like conquer the world, cost type stuff. But then there's a combination of they get disillusioned partially because of everything that happens at Yuasa, and then they spend a lot of time hanging around with Ryder and Radar.
I'm here. Yeah, like I imagine it must be quite world-ending because literally that world, that imperial thing that you worship so much, actively tried to kill you.
Yep.
I think Ryder's probably the one that would turn V like less at any costs. Just have your empire sort of thing.
Yeah, but also maybe V would make Ryder realize that hey, maybe you do need at least some rules in order for society to function.
But the Vesk seem to me like they're a bit like I don't know. They seem to assimilate cultures and incorporate them rather than destroy them. Although, admittedly, it's not. It is a horrendous process. It's imperialism.
Oh yeah, but Roman imperialism. But yeah, I think Ryder will sort of be keeping one eye on the news, mainly for stories involving the group, but also she knows that V tries to maintain a low profile more so than her wherever possible, so she'll be trying to make sure that there's no pictures of V's face on the news showing up.
Okay.
Which appreciate it. Although V's less concerned at the moment because they don't look like V.
Yeah,
true.
I think that's very hard to control. This was something that was broadcast not only by you but also by by Bath. So therefore, no, I thought you invited your followers in, which would have extended its range, basically. Yeah. So those pictures do exist, but yeah, like V, you did cover yourself up quite quickly. So maybe there's slightly less pictures and less obvious of you.
Is V mentioned by name on the news?
None of you are mentioned by name. No, they are.
I don't think our names are ever brought up. So
good.
You're kind of named as a sort of a bodyguard force or a mercenary force because it's quite clear that you are being attacked and you're defending Toffee, who's not in their natural form. So, Bath, what are you going to do with the next day or so?
Bath's going to firstly go with the shopping. She just wants to go with V because she wants to apologize about the whole getting them seen thing.
V mind about that. It wasn't on purpose.
Yeah, she still feels bad. She's aware of that V, doesn't like being spotted around stuff, and as somebody who does, revel in the limelight, she didn't want to. She felt bad that this is a thing that happened.
That's all right. V holds nothing against Bath because Bath wasn't the catalyst for it happening.
Well, that's appreciated. But after that, I think she's going to go shopping. She's going to go and pick up a copy of this new Tiamat Hollow concert.
Okay.
And pretty much every other piece of Tiamat merch you can find in there.
Yep, you can find it, and I'm going to I'll let you describe what it is like. Like, how trashy is it?
It's not. I mean, Tiamat's not a trashy character. Like, she's
not trashy, but how devoid of artistic merit is it?
Yeah, there's definitely a market for it, but it's not
What is Tiamat's target audience?
Tiamat's somewhere between Beyonce and Enya, with synth on top.
Oof.
So
She's got kind of a universal charm. That's kind of the point. She was the Princess Diana of music at the time.
Entirely unoffensive music.
Yeah. There was some.
I think she's getting absolutely slated in reviews now, though. They think that she's lost her talent, that there's nothing left in the well, and a lot of her younger fans are deserting her for something cooler, something better.
Okay, I'm not sure I agree with that. I mean, it's
Oh no, but you already said in your background that she has no talent. She's manufactured now. She is anything that was good about her is now programmed instead of real.
plenty of people still like that music. Like you can bang out Britney Spears all day and still make a shitload of money, and people love it.
But either you're the next big thing, and all the teeny boppers like little kids like you, or you're cool and artistic, and older people like you. But it sounds like she's neither. So I would say that she still has fans, but I don't know if she's like super popular anymore. But that, again, it's up to you. It's your background and your character. But
Yeah,
that's
it's still pretty popular, but it's more the same. It's a bit like I think we mentioned before about how it was like how they churned out Michael Jackson albums after his death, and they were fine, but they weren't Michael Jackson.
Yeah, and I think a lot of your true fans you'll have the fanatics that follow you and the people that just want to listen to bubblegum radio because the corporate shills are selling it and buying airtime. But the real people that really loved you for what the talent that Tiamat had, have probably don't like you as much anymore, and it's probably obvious in the music that isn't there. The spark isn't there.
Yeah, I think
the innovation isn't there.
who are definitely the innovation is there. It's the music is good, but it's not great, and that's the point. It's not up to standard. But she's going to go into a local store, and she's going to pick up everything she can. What is there in there though to pick up?
Well, is obviously the soundtrack. There is the Hollow movie itself. There is the collector's edition. There is the Super Platinum only 200 produced collector's edition, which they have one copy of. That is in the Baphomet shaped case. Sorry. Well, you look the same.
No, they don't.
Sorry. Oh, you don't. Yes.
Yeah, mate, it's long bath.
Yeah.
Long. Yeah. Okay then. So there was a lot of quite tacky merchandise. If you want to buy everything.
Yeah, she goes in, she buys as much as she can. I'm sure about everything. She pretty much buys out as much as she can spare for credits off the store.
Okay, let's say all inclusive, you're probably paying about 400 credits for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you want the limited edition as well.
Yeah, she's gonna ask if there's anything that's on reserve for anybody, anything that's like some real nice collector's edition bits. And then she's going to offer more than it's worth to get it, rather than
it's a bit of a backwater planet. There is stuff that they can order for you that's off-world and have imported. There
she just wants to get
various.
Yeah.
There's the Yosaki edition of the album, which is printed in Yosaki, and also has the natural Yosaki language rather than subtitles.
It's in Welsh.
Yeah, no, she gets that. She grabs everything and pays, and then goes off to meet up with V before heading home, I guess.
Yeah. How many junkyards does this planet have? And where's the closest one?
That's quite a few. Yes, there's a lot of degraded old tech here. There's a lot of stuff that's prototyped and thrown out, and people want the latest thing. There is a substantial amount of junk.
This place is like V Paradise. They're just going to start hoarding crap.
Again.
My apology. How far away is the Leica as well? V's already making a plan to see how much shit they can sneak on board before someone notices.
Yeah, roll me a d20.
If he's trying to sneak around by junk, then Bap's going to go back to the ship rather than telling them off for it.
There's 14.
How much do you want to spend on this as well? How much are you looking to spend?
V's probably got like 200 credits spare.
Oh boy, you're not going to get much for 200 credits.
V peruses junkyards because they like not spending a lot of money, and really they just want another van because they liked the teeny one they got ages ago, and
buy another fucking minivan.
Give me a diplomacy check, and I'll tell you what you can get. You can get 2 of those vans, slightly different models, but then you can use the parts from either to fix them, because neither of them are in working condition.
Oh, hell, go to ride it. She'll go and steal one with you.
We don't do that.
You don't do that.
Okay, I don't do that.
Yeah, that was. Well, we did already steal. I mean, Stanley was stolen.
It's sadly lost to us.
And for diplomacy, that was 17 total.
Okay, let me see then. I'm just going to
no.
price up this beautiful sky chariot. Yeah, sure. You can get both of those for 200.
Nah, V's just going to take one of the vans and all the components out of the other one that they could possibly need to fix.
That's the same. That's the same as buying it.
That's the same, yeah.
Yeah.
But it only takes up the space of one minivan, so it's going to be easier.
True. Yes.
Oh, it just happened to fall into the Leica 7 cargo bay.
Did it?
V's going to spend the next several hours taking all the good bits off the worst van and putting them in the back of the better van.
Yep.
With their name Stanley the Second. And if Stanley the Second ends up outside the airlock, then they're just going to vent back out the airlock as well, regardless of
All that will do is severely inconvenience her. You do realise that.
Yeah. That's the point.
But no, V's happy with Stanley Vanley too. Which
Stanley Vanley, fuck's sake.
Stanley.
At least give it a name.
But you have lots of spare parts for it. You think it's not running at the moment, but you think you can easily get it running.
Yeah, can I roll engineering to just spend the rest of the day in the junkyard? Tooling around with Stanley Vanley too, and
Oh my god.
Stanley Vanley's kidney donor. Okay, so that's for engineering. That is 17 total.
Okay, so you've got it so it can kind of run. It's very smoky. There's a lot of it'll move just about. You don't know how long it'll last.
It's good enough for me.
But you can definitely drive it back to the Leica.
Yes.
Never allowed to complain about my runabout ever again.
This
It
is
is.
the slide project, along with their motorbike and all their other slide projects.
I'm just going to use a random color generator, and it is a lime green. Lime
And puce.
green.
I was going to say, it's probably going to be several colours.
Mainly lime green, but there is actually a much brighter lime green in patches.
Ugh.
It's
But these things are real workhorses. They'll last your lifetime.
I'm just going to post what I'm imagining Stanley Vanley 2 to look like.
For God's sake.
There, that is Stanley 2.
It's like an 18 van. Oh, it's not a GMC.
It's going out the airlock.
Apart from it's lime green, it's the same exactly, but it's a lime green.
Yeah.
And it's got a bunk bed in the back. This one's been slightly converted to be a sleeper. But imagine that lime green.
Yes.
Just a box.
One of the last diesel powered vehicles in the Starfinder universe.
Well, it is now. We crashed the last one.
And yeah, like I said, if it ends up outside the airlock for any reason, then Bafk has to go out and get it.
Even if it wasn't Baff who put it.
You guys know that Beth's not going to do that, so that's fine.
Are you going to put any security controls on it then?
I mean, I could weld it to the floor, but
That will work. All right, so Baff, are you consuming all of this merchandise that you've just bought, or you have it in a pile somewhere, or are you burning
No,
it?
she takes it into her room and shuts the door and puts it all up really nicely, sets it all up. It's all, it's a very nice little TMX shrine, and takes it all in, and then proceeds to spend about an hour or two destroying it. Just an absolute. She's got this small room in the back of her room, which is just Spartan apart from this thing here, and just is destroying the stuff. It's loud, but no one can hear it because that's her room. And then once she's done, she.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm just wondering. You're doing this in the Leica then, not in the
Yeah,
hotel?
she goes to her room in the Leica to do it.
Right.
That's where she keeps her stuff.
Yeah, so the only one there. I mean, as you come out after this, and it is a cathartic experience.
Yeah.
But you do see Stanley Vanley 2 is there being welded to the deck.
it's not actually welded to the deck. but V's
You
putting
think-
a chain around it. So
There is a bonus with Stanley Vanley too. That there are a couple of slightly some kind of rodent-like creatures that have made a nest in the back of it.
yay, friends!
They're kind of like space opossums.
Oh, they're not like Yosokis.
Are they going to be a problem?
Except they have spider legs and can crawl across ceilings.
No,
I've-
no.
Named all 3 of them. It's too late.
Okay, so you've named 3. Why are there now 5?
They're a breeding pair.
Pair.
V's gonna keep them like chickens.
Ryder's like wheeling her bike back into the cargo bay. You just hear these things like, what the dink is that noise?
The dink.
Yeah, something skitters at the corner of your eye across the wall.
The fuck was that?
And
She's gonna go on the comms. V,
Yeah.
did you put the anti-pest control thing online?
We have an anti-pest control thing.
Please tell me we still have that installed.
It's radar with a mallet.
Yeah.
Didn't even know. Yeah, I'm in.
I just scuttle up the wall. I'm gonna have a look behind, see if I can find it.
Don't worry about it.
No, I'm pretty worried about it. I'm gonna go shut my door. 1 sec. And she turns the comm off.
And they've already eaten her daki.
She's gonna have a look in her room and see if there are any of these things in her room.
it doesn't look like it. Although you do notice that one of the cereal packets has been chewed into on the in the galley.
I mean, that could have been V.
Yes. Yeah. It could easily have been any of you.
She needs to remember to lock her door more often. Yes, she can shut her door and go back and search behind the crates in the cargo bay for this thing. She's going to have her sword not drawn, but like just like ready to smack something with the butt of it.
I think what would be a reasonable thing to do. There isn't really a hunting skill in this, but survival. Give me a survival roll.
Survival. Okay.
Try and track this thing
How
down.
big are these things compared to a Yosoki?
They're about the size of an opossum, so an opossum's going pretty big, so they're probably about a foot long.
And Ryder's like, she's quite short, yeah.
Little pink noses. And
Okay, I got 18.
18. You do trace the tracks to the back of this rather smelly looking van. That's this horrible lime green colour.
Horrible.
Okay, beautiful. Well, to you, it's not your aesthetic.
The hell is this?
And it looks like, there's a small hole towards the back of the vehicle that's kind of rusted out, and the tracks lead up into that. And there's a piece of cereal just dropped out.
V, did you buy this or did you steal it?
Actually, where's V at this point? They're probably.
I'll say that you're just coming back as you see
Yeah.
Ryder peering up your tailpipe.
Gosh. You're alright here? You look like you've been startled by something.
There was a scuttly thing, and I followed its tracks back here, and it scuttled into the tailpipe of this thing here,
Oh.
vehicle.
They should get out of there. It's not good for them.
Them?
I mean, what?
V?
I'm
How many creatures are living in this contraption?
gonna roll bluff.
That'd be good.
It's not good.
What'd you get?
Let's see. V has a 0 for bluff, so that was a 7 total.
Okay.
Okay, well, I have 14 for sense motive, so whoops.
In fact, they're just gonna like shifty eyes. It's like I don't know what you're talking about.
Ryder's going
So what are their names? I need you to name them. Or shall I come up?
They're absolutely already named Huey, Louie, and Dewey.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, she's going to like smack the side of Stanley 2 with the butt of her sword and make as much noise in there as possible.
Yeah, you hear a kind of screeching sound and some scuttling, and then it goes quiet again.
Yeah, that's just normal van noises.
Is it? Did you buy this or did you steal it?
I paid for it. This is my baby, and nobody is touching it. And besides, it was really cheap anyway, so... V's going to go back up to the kitchen and grab the half-eaten box of cereal and start laying a trail of cereal towards, like, a hastily constructed cage made out of junk.
Oh my god! Just like a box with a stick with a rope attached to it.
stick holding it up, and then like some rope, and then just start hiding behind like some junk.
Give me a survival roll again.
Yeah. V and Ryder waiting behind a box for this thing, holding the rope.
I mean, that's 12 for survival from V.
Well, okay. I'm going to give them their roll. Okay, they eat all the cereal and do not go into the box. It seems as if they're working as a tag team. To like, as one of them comes up to the box to the trap, another one kind of skitters out and grabs some of the food, and then it faints and comes away again. Looks like they're kind of smart, these creatures.
Well, congratulations, V. You've been outsmarted by a spider possum.
But you do get a good picture of them during this.
Okay, right. We're just going to be shaking her head, just looking for this thing on the animal database.
Yeah, they're called a daxamal. They are they are omnivores. They're very similar to like raccoons and possums and things like that, in that they are considered a pest. And
Trash
they break
bandits.
into things. Yeah, they're basically a kind of alien trash panda. Incredibly, they can climb walls, so they're quite.
Wait, how many legs do they actually have?
I'm trying to think. I'm going to say they have 6.
Are they cute? Do they have reasonably aesthetically pleasing faces?
I'm going to give them a die roll. Let's see. Out of 20, how attractive are they? A 5.
Out of 20?
So they're hideous, and now V likes them even more.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was going to say, if they're too cute, Ryder probably wouldn't like them, but because they're just the right amount of scummy, she'd probably be pleased by them a little more.
Imagine that they're quite like possums. You either love them or hate them. And they got those sort of star noses as
Do
well.
they have like little gross, almost human grabby hands?
Graboids.
Graboids. Yeah.
Graboids. You already tried some graboid earlier. But...
It wasn't very nice.
Wow.
It was overcooked though.
Yeah. All right, V. I've looked at these things. It says that they're not predators. They're omnivorous. They can eat whatever. Just don't let it into our rooms, okay? Baffy's going to freak out if she sees this.
Well, like I say, you're good at catching stuff. Just help me catch them then.
All right.
Well, they seem quite content to stay in the van, to be honest. That's where their nest is. But
Yeah,
they may venture
They
out
make more of themselves.
for food. They will. They're not quite as virulent as tribbles, but they.
We need to get them like a cage or an habitat or something. It's not good for them in there.
We've got them a cage. Just need to get him into it.
Oh no, look at terrariums. Somewhere more natural than what do you call this thing? A van?
Yeah, it's like Stanley, but not stolen.
Who's Stanley?
Oh, that was I named the last van we had.
Oh, no wonder you were so upset when he died.
Oh, or Stanley one.
So
yeah, welcome to Stanley 2.
Maybe don't give inanimate objects that are falling apart people names. Anyway, yeah, Ryder's going to have a look for terrariums where she can keep these things where they are visible and a bit more naturally housed.
Yeah, I think you're looking for terrariums when your communicator goes off, and you see that there is a Vesk on. A Vesk is calling you. It's got a pre-caller ID.
Okay, do I recognise the Vesk?
You do not recognise the Vesk.
Where's V while this is happening?
And
are they calling Ryder specifically, or is it?
They're calling the ship.
All right.
Do you want to take this, V, or should I?
They're not giving a name or a location.
I guess you should probably take it.
All right, I'll go up to the bridge and take it then.
Okay.
Like 7, who's this?
Greetings. It is most interesting to have communication with you, member of Like a 7 crew.
What can I do for you?
We have businessing to discuss. In personage, where can I meet with you?
Can I ask who's calling first?
We are a potential employer who you may know of. Wink, wink.
Does he just say wink, wink while he's looking at the camera?
Just says wink, wink. Yes. Wink, wink.
Subterfuge is being deployed. Please understand my ruse.
I see. Yeah, this sounds like another spam call, so I'm going to roll sense motive on this. 14 plus 14. 28.
Nice. Well, it's very hard to gauge them. They have a very odd turn of phrase that doesn't particularly make a lot of sense. But it's hard to read somebody that is not saying sensible things. This could be a prank call, but you're not sure. They seem quite serious.
Yeah, but it could also just be Toffee, because this is how they talk. Okay. V?
Ray, V's going to come upstairs, like, dangling one of the possum thingies by, like, one of their legs.
Yeah.
Oh, look at his little face!
Yeah, pretty cute when you catch him, aren't they?
It's kind of screaming. But
Just a background ambience of.
and you see the vest on the other end, like their eyes go wide.
Oh, infestation. Deliciousness.
Who are you?
Oh,
Ryder, who's this?
I don't know. They just called up. They said they've got some sort of mission they want to give us. I was wondering what the name of the car park was.
Let me just say that we have met.
Okay.
Previously, we are business partners, yes.
Oh, it's fucking what's her name, innit? Why are you just...
Oh, make with the Hushins, for it is a secret.
Yes, you're very incognito right now.
We'll meet you outside, okay?
Yeah.
In
Give me 10 minutes to gather this lot up and then...
Oh, I will meet you in half an hour. Yes.
Show up with a wrench, like you're going to repair the ship or something.
Prepare to make journeying to new place.
Okay. See you later, Mr. Mysterious Vesk.
Yes. Goodbye. He just, like, waves. Guess it'd be get the rest of the crew together.
Yeah, Ryder's going to send a general comm signal out to Radar and one to Bath. Say, okay, guys, I think we're back on the game. If you meet up at the ship, we'll...
V like hurriedly checks for like something in measure time. Come to the ship in 25 minutes. Just like head counting the number of like possum things.
Oh, yeah. 25 minutes should be fine. Good job, Lee.
I'm going to say that you can get the other ones under some form of control eventually.
Well, we either want to like imprison them in the van or get them under some sort of terrarium.
Doesn't want them to eat any more up the upholstery, so V's built them a cage, which they'll eventually expand into a terrarium.
They're being quite loud in the cage. They don't like being in a cage.
Well, they should have thought of that before they slept in my van.
It was their van first.
You came and took their home away
Yeah.
and drove it somewhere and have driven them out.
V takes 5 credits and just flicks it into the cage. There, you've been compensated. Shut up.
5 credit. They kind of chew, they sniff at them and then look very upset.
And then continue rigging.
Yes. Yes, Bath, you can probably hear some of this screeching. But yeah, luckily Bath is probably too engrossed in her destruction of Radar.
Yo.
You've got a call through that to meet at the ship in half an hour.
All right.
That things are about to kick off. And you are out. Where are you with Celeste at the moment?
We are currently at a restaurant. We've just finished a meal. We're just sort of winding down, really, and then we get this call, I guess.
Do you say anything to her?
Yeah, he'd have told her beforehand, like, we get calls all the time, and he has to answer them.
But yeah, so you get the call to meet at the ship. It looks like the next stage of the mission is going off.
The glamorous life of a mercenary.
Okay, he'll hang up. He will. I don't know how to say goodbye. Out of character, he says goodbye to her in a suitable way.
And then leaves forever.
She actually says she would love to see the ship.
Oh, we'll come with.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to be leaving planet?
I think I'll be back.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I'll be back.
Well, I know this might happen. All right. But yeah, I'd love to see you off.
You want to come for a flight? I'm sure we could wrangle something.
Sure. Yeah, as long as it's not for too long.
Have you ever been off planet before?
I've been to the diaspora, the asteroid belt, a few times.
Oh,
Yeah, not too far. You must go everywhere.
we've been a few places, certainly. Anyway, come on, let's go. I'll show you
So
the ship.
yeah, you get to the ship. You arrive probably around about the same time as there seems to be a Vesk arriving, wearing a kind of slightly inappropriate for a Vesk, slightly tight looking pink suit.
I'm gonna sort of look at Celeste and then back to this other Vesk and be like, is that a thing?
I don't know her.
And yeah, the Vesk is like, Radar, it is wonderful to see you again. I hope your head has not exploded any further.
Yeah. Wait, I know this cadence. I'm gonna make a sense motive roll, see if I can work out who the fuck this is.
Yeah, you can tell. You can tell it's probably.
Oh, okay, I can tell. Yes, of course, you. Michael, how's it going?
Michael, yes. It is going good. We have much to discuss in your secure areas. Might I enter them?
Certainly. Michael, this is Celeste. Celeste, this is Michael.
Oh,
Michael gives
Celeste.
us jobs occasionally.
Celeste, it is so. Oh, to see you good again. Oh, but no, wait. Yes, I have seen you at the pizza parlor. Most lithe and strong-tailed. Impressed, I was.
At this point, V's just going to open like the cargo door and like, right, when you two fucking masters of espionage are done, do you want to like get in here?
Are we doing business? Because I've brought Celeste.
Oh, hi Celeste.
Hey, look, I can.
Oh, Celeste there.
I can go if you want.
No, I'm sure it's fine. Come on.
Oh, sure.
Do you want to go?
I mean, is this private?
No. I don't know.
Celeste out there.
Yeah, Celeste. Yeah, Celeste's here.
Invite her in.
Okay, yeah, it's fine. Come on in.
Okay. You go in, and there is a strange smell in the air. There's an odor of.
I hear screaming.
And there is somewhere in the distance. I mean, you've got particularly good hearing with your cybernetics.
That's why
there is something on a higher band frequency in the distance, somewhere in one of the rooms.
Ryder.
And there isn't a really beautiful lime green van, which is the source of the smell.
There are several new additions to the Leica that I'm suddenly aware of, Ryder.
What are we talking about?
Well, the van.
Oh yeah, that's V's thing. They bought that, you know. They bought it for money.
The smell, and it's not coming from the van.
No, it is. It's coming from.
Part of it's coming from the van, to be honest.
It's a very old van, Radar. They get like that sometimes.
Yes, but I don't think they also existentially scream.
It's
what have you done?
It's just metal fatigue.
No, it's not. I'm very familiar with metal fatigue. I'm an engineer. What is screaming?
Sound isn't coming from the van. That's somewhere off, maybe near the engine room.
Okay, listen, Radar. There were some things living inside the van. They're not dangerous. We did our research on them. V and I are quite attached to them. V's going to feed them, but we can't let Bath know because she's going to freak out and probably vent them into space. So maybe keep it stum best you can.
Bath, she'll probably just vent the van anyway. I mean, look at it. I love it, but
No.
V's
welded it to the floor.
V has welded it to the floor.
Yeah, it's never going to drive again.
That's only spot welded.
Yeah, you'll be able to get it out again.
Yeah.
Hello, Celeste.
Hey, wow, your ship is impressive, I have to say. I've not seen this model before anywhere.
Yeah, thank you. Please don't look in the hangar bay.
Look, you've got business to do. Why don't I go fix you some drinks? You got a bar here?
Yes, actually. We've got a kitchen and a galley, and I've got a minibar in my room.
I'll see what I can rustle up. You guys get on with your business, and I'll see you later.
Sure, just don't go in any of the restricted areas. It does the whole sort of like bioregistry, and then it points a gun at you if you're not supposed to be.
Oh.
Don't go in those rooms. They're clearly marked. You should be fine.
Oh, are they? Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really don't want to get shot.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere you shouldn't be.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and you get into your meeting room on the bridge.
It's either on the bridge or on the galley where Celeste is.
Yeah. So I
He'll
think
be in the galley. Yeah.
Okay, so you have a meeting right next to Celeste anyway.
Yeah, fuck it.
And Bath, are you coming out of your room? Are you being?
That's not there. She went out, like I said.
I thought you were in your room smashing stuff.
Yeah, I thought you were on the ship. Yeah.
Yeah, no, she came out of the room and she went off. But she does come back. If she gets a call, she comes back. She's gonna come back on the back of one of the bikes from the Blaze Hornets. In fact, there's a few of them come back with her. She went off with them and she's just come back. She's riding side saddle on Shelp's bike, or the bike that she gave Shelp.
Yeah, he's more than happy to do that after all that's happened. Are you inviting the Blaze Hornets on board the ship as well?
No, she's just saying thanks and hi. She's got a jacket now, like one of their ones.
Mm-hmm.
And then she heads onto the ship.
So you get on the ship, and again, there is this van. There is a slightly odd smell in the air. You probably don't hear the screaming, though.
Wait, hang on. If the van's in the cargo hold, she can't see it anyway. The smell is probably everywhere.
Oh no! To get in, you have to go through the car.
Yeah, I'd imagine you're going through. Everyone's going through the cargo hold to get in.
Unless we're docked at an actual spaceport where you can access the higher door, you have to go in through the cargo bay.
Okay, then fine. She walks past the van, like, gives it a look. She's gonna just keep walking because she feels she owes V this, so she's like, okay, that's fine.
So I will allow this.
And since she can't hear these creatures, she's just gonna assume the smell is just this van. And I'm sure we'll clean it later. And
that's mostly what it smells of old metal and rust and maybe a bit of.
Yeah, like this thing looks like crap. So whatever if it smells bad, it's probably this van, and she's just not gonna even look at it.
You just need a lot of those little tree air fresheners in it. It'll be fine.
There's 20 black ice air fresheners in it.
Okay, so you get up to the kitchen. Celeste is there along with the Vesk. Toffee will stay in that Vesk form, seeing as Celeste is here.
So is Celeste in the meeting room with us?
Yeah,
she's in the galley.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Bath.
Yeah, no, Beth's gonna just she's gonna come in, like she'll clock Celeste and smile, and she'll clock Toffee, who is wearing an outfit that Beth will recognise, so therefore she's aware it's Toffee from the get go, because a Vesk wouldn't wear an outfit like that.
Yeah, you've seen this in her wardrobe when you were going through it.
But she's gonna sit down and she's gonna psychically ping Ryder. Why is Celeste here? I mean, she's a lovely lass, I'm sure, but why is she here?
I think Radar is making friends, and he doesn't really know how to say goodbye quite yet. And also, I think Celeste wants to be here. She wants to see what he does. You know, I didn't see a problem with it.
Darling, we are on a rather sensitive mission at the moment. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with Celeste. She's a lovely lass. Great tale.
Yeah, amazing tale.
Oh, and maybe an amazing tale. I'll have to ask her how she gets it like that. But the point is, maybe civilians during a espionage. I mean, I know this is your thing, the whole sneaky stuff. I just assumed that you'd be more.
No, you are right. I don't want to be too harsh on Radar, and I haven't found the words to say, hey, maybe we should leave Celeste here for a bit while we do our thing.
Yeah, but I was gonna give it some thought and go, if you're sure.
Let's go to the bridge at least. She can have a drink in here. It'll be fine.
Yeah, she nods, but she's imperceptibly. In fact, it's more just the feeling of a nod in Ryder's mind.
Yes.
And then the demeanor changes immediately and goes, I'm terribly sorry, darling. I forgot your name. I know we've met before, but to Toffee.
Michael is my moniker.
Michael, yes, thank God. Yes, Michael. It's so sorry. It's been a busy day. You had some business for us? Perhaps we could take it to the bridge.
More than adequately phrased, and yes, we shall depart. Stage left.
Yeah, okay. Ryder's going to turn to Celeste and go, sorry, hon, we've got to do some mission critical stuff here. Just make yourself at home, have a drink in the galley. We won't be too long.
I'll make us all cocktails.
Sounds lovely.
Yeah.
And how about some pizza?
Oh,
These would be lovely.
Oh, yeah.
The number 5 with the glass, I really like that one.
Okay, you both can have that one. I'll just have a cheese.
Put a lot of anchovies on my one.
The Rock Smasher special, was it?
In fact, if you want stuff like that, I'll order out.
You sure?
Oh, she's going to make the pizza?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think all we have on the ship is gravy and leftover pies. Oh, noodle bits.
Sushi and some of the omelette still left as well from Hyper.
Yeah, I mean, like, listen, she can make pizza like that. Radar can marry her right now.
Thanks, Bath, for permitting that, I think.
No, that's that's me.
I would
not
presume
that.
that your ship must have some kind of form of food on it, because you spent a week flying through space here. Otherwise, you'd be very unwell.
Yeah, we've got supplies. We'll leave her to it. All right.
So it is time for us to talk of the datapad and that which it has vomited forth upon my consciousness.
Yeah, are we on the bridge at this point?
You're
yeah?
on the bridge right now, yes.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah. What? So what was on that pad?
shipping notices, delivery locations, many places within Zoe and the surrounding area, but ports of origin can be traced into a single point, an area known as Drechnil, controlled in the Drakelands by Drechnilax, dragon of an emerald hue, cybernetic, and very powerful leader of that principality.
Wait, did you say this guy was in the Drakelands, the dictatorship dragon empire?
He is indeed in the principality of Drechnil.
Oh boy, I thought we'd go there at some point.
Drechnil is a city and an area owned by this dynasty of Dretch, the dragon involved here. Particularly, it was a place named Emerald Eyes Dragon Corp, an R&D facility located outside the city.
So
Give me a culture roll, anyone who wants to.
Yeah, I can try, but I'm a vet.
Ooh,
Culture.
Celeste.
Total of 5.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Someone else do it. Let's go with culture.
Culture. I don't have culture. Is it just intelligence?
Yeah, culture is
27.
thing. V has none of it.
27. There you go.
27 is good enough, yeah. So you have heard of Drechnalax. They're a very old, ancient green dragon who owns multiple dragon corps, also who are owned by their progeny and siblings. Extremely dangerous and powerful. They rule that entire country on their own, pretty much, along with with their extended family. They have their own private army, obviously capitalist, pro-business. They don't particularly limit travel in and out of the territory that they live in, but they do take a cut of everything that's going on.
Seems like these guys are pretty big fish.
You don't know of them dabbling in drugs, so it's quite likely that maybe it's another member of their family rather than them themselves that are maybe involved with this. And you know that, well, as Toffee said, Emerald Eyes is a subsidiary of the main Dretch Corporation. Have arranged passage under the name of your ship, or rather the ship that you have landed as, into Drechnil.
We gave our ship's name as the ship's name, didn't we?
I don't think you used your real Leica 7. You've got your fake credentials that you got off your contact.
Yeah, well, the name is on the side of the ship, so we had to go with it.
Yes.
True. Okay. Yes.
Hmm.
So it is the Leica 7. Yeah, but it's a different captain.
Okay. Well, we're about to cross the border from West Germany into East Germany. That sounds like so. We have to make sure all of our papers are in order. So, what's the plan? What do we need from this guy, Tough?
Infiltration, exfiltration, examination, research, pictures, evidence of what is going on with this facility. Break in, break out, or infiltrate through other means. I will leave that to you.
So you need us to sneak in and get some damning evidence that you can use for your reporting.
Indeed. What is the source of this drug? What is its purpose? What are its side effects truly? This research facility may contain all of this.
Do we still have a sample of it?
Yeah, we got away with
We
that.
have some, yes.
Yeah, we got the little bit that nobody took.
Yeah.
See, what I'm thinking, we've got some of that stuff already. I'm wondering if we could bluff our way in, like we're some sort of product inspection agency.
That wouldn't really fly on this.
I don't think they have
Yeah.
I don't think
it would look out.
protection for.
Also, isn't this an illicit substance? Wouldn't
Yeah.
it be really, really bad for a government agency to turn up and be like,
Yeah,
"We want to look
that
at your
would-
illegal drugs"?
I
Yes.
can't see that one working out quite the way you think, right?
Well, way to shoot down my idea before you've even given it a chance. When did I say government agency?
You said inspection service.
I said inspection service. I didn't say government.
Who hires an inspection service for a drug cartel?
Hello, yes, I would like to inspect your cocaine lab.
Yeah.
I'm just saying all in here.
I think perhaps subterfuge is the best method here. We get in quietly, we get what Toffee needs, and we get out.
Yeah, we cause a distraction so epic that they can't ignore it.
Yeah, that's something that V and myself could do. You two are much more stealthy. I mean, my last experience hiding, Bath, you were there. It didn't end well.
No, it didn't.
No.
You want to do this one with me, Beth?
Sure, could be fun. And besides, it's Pandora.
It's Captain Pandora.
Captain Pandora, yes.
Yes.
And she's very stealthy.
Yeah.
What, in the dress? I wouldn't advise wearing the heels if we're going to do this.
It takes a long think about the heels. I'm sure I can work something out. I would rather not send Ryder alone into uncharted territory.
We send Ryder and Radar?
No.
We send Ryder and V?
No.
Ryder twitches.
Ryder and Fly Guy, maybe, but...
Fly Guy?
Fly Guy might work, yeah.
Yeah.
It means that we've also got a line of provided Fly Guy stays with you, we've got a line of contact with you in case something goes wrong.
And Fly Guy is actually quite stealthy, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess we could do it that way. What would Bath be doing?
Same thing Radar would be doing, standing and waiting. We could cause a fantastic distraction if only we had something old, loud, and lime green to use.
No, we're not. No, you leave Stanley out of this.
Stanley?
I think
It's called Stanley?
Yeah, they've given it a name. It's too late. We'll never get rid of it now.
Well, Stanley's a member of the crew now, V, and they've got to pull their weight.
We're not using Marvin as a distraction.
We're going to have to use your van as a distraction.
We're absolutely not using Marvin as a distraction.
We're going to have to. There's no other way to get there. We can't walk.
I seem to remember you've got a runabout.
I do, but that's airborne and loud.
Well, have you heard this thing run?
Yeah.
The purpose was to be loud and distracting.
Yeah, but the purpose was to be loud and distraction and not shot down and crash.
I don't know. I'm not sure that van thing will get us there in one piece before its wheels fall off.
I'm pretty sure it will, you know.
And
Besides, apparently it's got its own crew, so... yeah.
And several holes. Speed holes.
Yeah, speed holes.
What do you mean by crew?
What? Sorry? Oh, us. Yeah, it'll have V and myself and Radar and Ryder in it. Yeah. Yeah, and it's got like, I think they call it...
They're obviously lying to her face.
I think it's got something called a manual.
And she goes to check on this van.
You can't sweat, but they're sweating.
She just got up from the table and left.
She looked at the three of you and went, and then got off.
I feel that there is consternation in the air, says Toffee. Perhaps.
Oh, it's fine. She gets like this.
We should depart. When do you think is safe to go? Do you have business?
I think we're all done here, aren't we?
Yeah, no, we get what we need to do, so it's just a case of doing it, I guess.
We're coming back here after, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
And Celeste has made a Triaxon sunrise, a big jug of it, which is very rare drink, because the sun never rises on Triaxons.
Yeah.
Hence the name.
It's a freezing
good.
place. But yeah, she will serve that, and then she picks up on the fact that you're probably going to be departing soon. But anyway, Bath, you were going to the van?
Yeah, no, Bath's going to go down to the van.
Oh my god, if these things attack her.
No, they're locked in a...
they're not there. The van
in a
is...
cage.
Yeah, they're in a cage in the engine room.
I'm going to try and track these stupid things.
Do you have any survival skills?
Yeah, she does. But so she's going to check the van first. Obviously, you can't tell they're there, but it's really obvious that there was a bunch of small, shitty things living here.
Well, no, give me a survival roll.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like something might have been living in the van at one point. But
All right, hang on. I'm going to use it to track them, basically.
Yeah.
I think that wasn't V.
I need to take a picture of that.
Well, that's just they're in the cage and V carries them out. Do you track them or do you track V?
I'm just tracking the general area.
I'm trying
to find out. I'm trying to find where the hell these things have gone. Because, like any mother that walks
you
into
can't
house,
tell where they. There are tracks of some kind of insect-like creature all over the place. They seem to have led to a certain place in the cargo hold and then have disappeared.
I knew she'd hate them. I just knew it.
Ryder, how quickly can you barrel roll the ship right now?
We're parked.
Yeah, we're parked inside a multi-story ship park.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't really trace them because they were in the cargo hold. Yes, there's evidence of creatures, many creatures here, but they have disappeared.
I guess I'm just gonna like reach out with my mind then to find more minds on the ship than my own crew.
I think it's probably not going to work. You might have to actually talk to people.
Yeah, fuck it, Pan. It's time to roleplay.
What ability do you have that? Let me have a look. That might.
I don't know who you are, but I have a very specific set of skills.
And she comes back in the room then and goes, "All right, I'm not angry. I just want to know where they are."
Oh, she's pissed. She's really pissed.
Oh man, when somebody says when you say you're never angry, you're so angry.
I just want to make sure that these things are safe. If you've got like a new pet or something in your, what did you call it?
It's a van.
Van, right? Then it has to be safe to be with us on the ship.
I think the van is the pet.
No, Bath. So I'll tell you the truth. So V bought this this thing, and it had some creatures living in it. I was the first to discover them. Did a bit of research on them. They're omnivorous. They don't grow very big.
I'm just going to draw a general, I guess, to figure out what I know about whatever these creatures are called.
Do you have the life science skill?
14, 30, 20.
Yeah, you're not directly knowing about these things per se, but having heard about them, they do sound like a fairly standard kind of omnivorous creature. You might have come across them. You can definitely find information on them very quickly with that roll.
Or are they vermin? Are they dangerous? And what are their general? Does anyone keep with pets? Are they safe, basically?
Does anyone normal?
Some people can keep them as pets. They are not dangerous, particularly. I mean, they won't attack humans.
I mean, I did tell you
other
this.
sentients.
And they do have quite nice faces, Bath.
Oh, do they?
Well, they're supposed to. These ones don't.
Maybe I should have a look.
Well, you've seen a picture of the one because you've looked them up. Yeah, they are ugly.
Just this.
She's genuinely curious now.
So, are you taking Bath to go and see?
Yes. Yeah. Let's show her.
Well, actually, V, are you doing that because you're the one that's placed them there?
Yeah, it's your pet, V. You show her.
If he's going to begrudgingly take Bath to the engine room where they've like draped a blanket over the cage they built.
Oh,
they've quietened down a little bit, but as you open the door to come in, they start screaming again.
Oh my god, they were just gone to sleep as well. But anyway, here, look, there's only 3 of them, and they don't seem to eat very much.
How many were there? Just 3?
There are 3 of them, yeah.
I'm going to reach out and pet them with psychokinetic hand.
Yeah.
Okay, they are a little bit freaked out by the psychokinetic hand, and they kind of run away from it because it's like a
floating ghost hand.
I don't know if it's even visible, is it?
It's not. It's just a force.
Yeah.
It's come up before.
Then it's just like the wind, I guess.
But you can pet them. You don't really feel their luxurious fur, but
yes.
Yeah.
A greasy, matted fur.
Yay.
They've been living inside an engine.
You're not going to keep them in forever.
They're cute, aren't they, Bath? I was really apprehensive about it when I first saw them, but then I looked into their little faces and I don't know.
It's just like, she pets them for a bit and she goes, can I cap one?
I guess.
Huh.
No, she's going to pick out the fattest one. And
that's Louis.
The most nourished looking one.
Louis.
Mm.
You going to rename it?
She's going to put me in that back room, actually.
I love that everyone was like, oh my god, these are fucking hideous. Oh, they're not that bad.
No, Radar's still kind of like that.
Oh, okay.
Well, they make a nest in the discarded Tiamat cases. And
Yeah, but she uses all that crap as bedding for them, and just like tucks it in there for them.
Oh, Bath, you've been shopping again.
Oh, yes, I had some things to take care of.
so while this is going on, Celeste is going to say goodbye to
Radar.
Radar in the best.
Oh yeah, we forgot.
Oh yeah, we forgot. Did you guys even drink the
Radar's been drinking it the whole time, and
he will have.
Yeah.
It is delicious, and she'll give you a good smooch and say goodbye. Although, are you going to tell her anything about the mission?
I'll tell her that we've got to
say-
go and do some stuff on planet, but I can't say where, and that we should be back in a few days.
Just be safe, okay? I mean, I've seen the kind of things you get mixed up in. Just
Oh, it's fine. I've died a couple of times already. I get better.
just promise me, right? You'll
I
come
promise I will not die
back. Okay.
Again.
Again.
It's all right. I got this group with me to keep me alive. Haven't I, guys?
Absolutely.
She's going to head out, giving you an extra kind of wave of a tail as she goes. One last look at it.
Must find out what product she uses.
Yeah, that tail, man. You're onto a winner there, Radar.
So I am going to smash cut to you flying into Dretch, if that's what you want to do. Unless there's something else you want to do beforehand.
Dretch is on planet, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
But I assume we're going to have to go through some sort of border control in order to get there.
yeah, it is. Basically, you'll be contacted by security as you approach the city. You'll probably have been monitored since coming in from orbit, because presumably you're going to do a ICBM style exit into the atmosphere and down again. You could fly over land; it'll be a lot slower though. Yeah.
Nope, we're going to go up and over.
Do you ever think maybe we should just slow down and we cruise across the planet and just enjoy the scenery? You know,
You just want to show off a ship to Celeste, I know.
Yes.
Do you want me to do a cool flyby for you?
I'd love for you to do a cool flyby.
All right. You just have to say, Radar.
At this point, V's glad that their van's welded.
Hey, it's all right. We got inertial. Oh no, they don't work in planet gravity.
Nope.
Yeah, it's a good thing everything's tied down, including those new motorcycles we've got.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, I've still got mine in the cargo bay. You got yours?
But you're
Yeah,
going to
so
do a
got that.
barrel roll in the ship in atmosphere.
It'll do it.
Yep.
Yeah, I can confirm it will do it.
It's done it before.
Mm-hmm.
It might not do great things for what's inside the ship, but
I do have 3 new pets I just left in the room, by the way.
maybe just a high speed pass.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was going to just like a
Yeah.
All right.
yeah, I'll let you do that. You're a very good pilot. There's no need to even roll.
Yeah.
You do a very impressive flyby over Celeste as she's heading out the spaceport, and you can see the Blaze Hornets are there cheering. Celeste seems to be chatting to them as you pass by.
Seem to damn pretty well out. It's made a couple of friends.
Yeah. Let's hope
Yeah.
let's hope we can end it on a good note this time.
Yeah. So we don't break the ship this time.
Yeah, I'll slow down now. We're out of out of view. Celeste and the Blaze Hornets.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you get an orbital pathway out of the city, and indeed, as you are starting to descend, you do get a communication coming in from Dretchnell identifying itself as their security services.
Alright, Baffy, Captain Pandora, you're up.
Yeah.
Everyone buckle into their seats, we're coming in.
Yeah.
V's probably in the engine bay at the moment.
Yeah.
And then she's gonna open comm.
Yeah, it looks like their ground guns have locked onto you.
Yeah, is that comm speak or just like a?
No, it's a warning that you're being painted with a pickle, basically.
We've got a missile lock, guys. Baffy, do you want to work the comm channel, maybe?
Back sends out for a comm.
Thank you for answering eventually. I thought that might get your attention. Lieutenant Iridan, Directional Security Services, please state your business and transmit your coordinates, identification, crew manifest, cargo.
Transfers across our false IDs, blah blah. Crew, I'm sure that all our paperwork is looking
Like Captain Pandora. Okay, Pandora. So Leica, I'm looking at your records here. This is a newly registered ship.
Yeah, that's right.
Look, I've got a job to do here. Just speed this up, okay? I don't see any previous ports before this one. What's your last port of call?
No, we're just on Zoe, right?
Yeah, we've just come from Zoe.
Yeah.
They'll have been tracking us the entire time, so don't
On the
hide
side
with
of the
them.
border.
Oh,
yeah.
in the
Yeah.
previous one before that.
So, right. I'd like you to go into containment area 6. I'm transmitting a set of coordinates here. Do not exit from those coordinates. I just need to check your records with Central.
Ryder's going to give a slightly worried look to Baff.
Yeah, but I'll give one back, but we're not on visual, so are we on visual?
No.
Okay, so yeah, she gives one back.
Be advised, there is a hazard in that sector. We have some kind of creatures there. Just ignore them. Don't fire on them. They are some type of space whale. Just avoid them, okay? I just need to get my superior to look through this paperwork.
Are they dangerous?
Void whales.
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
Until you fire on them.
Well, I'm reassured he doesn't think so.
very well. We'll see you soon.
We may be taking action against them if they continue to stay there. Yes. Don't worry. Like it.
Sorry, did he say space whale?
Yeah, space whales.
I'm pretty sure he's as well.
Guys,
heard
enough of
space
space whales. This is a bump in the road. We did not plan for this.
No.
I mean, there's nothing on the ship that shouldn't be there, so...
Yeah, what are we smuggling? Fans?
I mean, those spider possum things, they're not prohibited in this.
Yeah, isn't Toffee still with us on the ship?
They're on their Vesk disguise at the moment.
But they're not on the crew manifest. That's the problem.
Unless we can jerry-rig something up real quick while it's being
Nah.
searched.
That,
In
or
the
they can disguise themselves as a space possum.
That's actually not a terrible idea.
A really, really big one.
You know what? That's actually not.
Space.
Does she have to maintain her same? I mean, like if she's made mass, but like she becomes a larger space possum. we can
It's
say she's like
effectively a
mother.
kind of disguised self, so yeah, it can't change her.
No. We can disguise her with a space possum. We can just say, oh, she's just a mother with a brood. We're keeping them something.
Yes. Yes.
It would be freakishly big. These things are like, about a foot long.
Yeah.
That, or plan C is they disguise themselves as me, and then we just don't be in the same room at the same time.
That could get really dicey.
It's not that unusual to have passengers. Just because they're not on your crew manifest doesn't mean that's illegal.
That's right. It's Michael. We're giving him a lift.
Yeah.
This is Michael's van.
The fuck it is.
Yes, and it's going with them.
Yes.
Do you have
The fuck it
ID
is.
or do you have any false ID at the moment on you?
They do have an ID card for this persona. Yeah. Although it doesn't say Michael,
yeah.
it says something else because you made up Michael.
Okay.
I did.
Then what's it? Okay, let me see your ID real quick, please. Tell me. So what's the name, and does it get them past Dracoris? Check my sorry rather.
Well, it's a valid ID for this planet.
And what's the name?
Safa.
Sapper.
Okay, this is Safa. They're a passenger. They were coming here with their valid ID, and job done. Hand it back.
Okay,
Yeah, works for me.
job's good. I like it.
So you're flying into the area they've designated, and there is a couple of these extremely large creatures, kind of amorphously large. They space whales before. These look like a type you've not seen before. Give me a life science roll, actually.
Oh, I did. 13, 19.
19. Okay, you're racking your brains, but you don't recognise this from any of the papers you've read on that. They've got these really beautiful, kind of slightly ethereal wings, which seems to come out of them, but you know that the wings on these things are not maybe for flying, they're kind of an affectation almost. But they normally emit gravitic energy to keep themselves airborne. But they are absolutely stunningly beautiful creatures.
Yeah, so that's taking a bunch of photos.
Yeah, and they create this kind of weird energy wake behind them that seems to form various slightly psychedelic patterns in the air. But a lot of space whales can actually go to FTL speed. They are incredibly strange creatures. They're capable of entering the drift.
Wow. Okay.
It's probably a good thing we haven't hit one of them.
What, an errant void whale? Yeah.
Yeah. We'll make a miss at the front of the ship.
Make a mess of the
Void
void
whale strike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they seem to be heading in your direction. They are flying up to the ship as it approaches.
Ryder's going to sort of like crest alongside one, like maybe do the cinematic thing. We fly past its huge eyeball, and then the whole crew can see it.
It is massive as it comes close to the viewports on the ship, and it is kind of, both of them are kind of circling around you. Suddenly the whole ship is hit by a wave of psychic energy. Everyone make a will saving throw.
Yeah, no. 20.
Oh, not bad. 17 total for V.
11.
24.
Okay. Radar, what do you get?
Oh, 20 total.
20. Okay, all of you fail your roll. So you get this sudden impression of like anger mixed with fear, mixed with a touch of desperation, and then you just get this strange feeling of something is going through your memory, through your mind.
Again.
And it's like the last few days of like played back on fast forward through your heads.
At this point, this is the fourth like distinct creature that's gone through V's brain.
Yeah, it's not going deep; it's going over what's happened recently.
It's like a fourth time as well. Ugh.
Yeah.
It's probably a good thing they're not going too deep.
And then suddenly it ends, and they just seem to drift away from you again.
So was it playing our day, or was it playing what it saw over the last few days?
Playing your day, so the fights, what you've been doing.
Have we just been scammed?
By a whale?
I didn't like that.
Yeah, that was dirty.
But it felt angry.
Buffy, what the hell were those things, and why did they scan our brains?
Give me a moment. I'm gonna go and... Can I, I don't know, perception, check them out or something out the window?
Yeah, you can look at them. They are, like I say, they're these incredibly beautiful creatures leaving this wake. They seem to be moving away from you now quite rapidly.
I can't reach out to them, I guess.
What's the range on your your teleconnected abilities are like measured in feet, aren't they?
Yeah.
Your telepathic abilities.
Yeah, telekinesis, actually slapping them around.
Mind link. You have to touch for mind link.
Yeah. No, I guess I can't get them from here. Can I not just like do a, I guess whatever the equivalent of a carnival would be?
With your life sciences that you've already done, you're not sure what these things are. They're a species that you've got you know they're a kind of space whale, but that's pretty obvious. Yeah, you're not really getting much more from them.
I guess we should have cast Detect Magic.
You can. There is magic in the air, yes. There is the after effects of a magical effect.
On the whale, or just...
Of a psychic variety. Yeah.
She'll look back at it and goes, I'm not sure. I've never heard of that before.
Do you reckon it was sad and angry because those dragons are going to kill it?
They did say that they were going to blast them out the sky.
That's a problem maybe for later. They're not attacking us, and we can maybe try and move them along rather than see them attacked.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we maybe like find a way to shoo them out of here?
I think they've got them corralled in here.
Yeah.
Same way they've got us corralled in here.
Maybe we can... Buffy, can you talk to them? Can you say maybe, follow us out?
I think the point is that they'll get shot down.
Yeah, it seems like they're going to keep them here, and if they try and escape, they're going to shoot them.
These things can travel faster than light, though, can't they?
Wait me a moment.
I don't know.
In theory, if you can get me close enough, I guess V could help me out the airlock. I could try and touch one, maybe we can.
I've got that fancy spacesuit for you.
Are we in space or in atmosphere?
You're basically in a holding pattern in a certain area above the space station. Actually, as you're watching, these things, now they've come close to your ship, they're heading back up into orbit again.
No.
Oh, then they're fine.
Yeah.
It seems as if they're being fired upon. It seems as if they might have been fired upon if they stuck around, but they've now...
Oh, okay. No, my one worry is that I think they've just been through our memories. But what's to say somebody couldn't capture them and go through their memories and get our memories?
It's got to be a very specific experiment.
You'd have to be someone that knows that they've interacted us specifically.
Well, a sudden spot check, and then interactive void whales.
Are you suggesting that we kill these whales because they...
No, God, no. No, I'm just saying, let's not... We might get surprised, just be prepared for it,
As if by magic, the communications system on your ship is lighting up again.
Oh, Baff, you're up again.
Like 7, this is Captain Pandora.
Iridan again. Okay, looks like things check out.
Oh, Iridan, it's great to hear from you. Listen, you're welcome. We got rid of that pest for you.
Yeah, they've cleared off now, which is good. I really didn't want that mess all over my landing area. Sure, bring yourself in. Are you carrying any cargo?
Oh, cargo? Oh, no. We just got some bolt parts.
Okay, and the nature of your business here today?
Mercantile.
Okay. Alright, just go and land. Thank you very much.
No problem, you're welcome.
And yes, you can guide the ship in. They give you a landing bay. As you get to see, basically you're moving in now closer to the city. It is very brutalist architecture. It's definitely cleaner than Zoe, but it just seems to be a series of what look like grey concrete bunkers a few guard posts. It's got this feel of like just a regimented kind of prison camp, repeated buildings over and over. But then above it, there is a large number of kind of corporate logos for various Dragon Corps, which seem to be advertising over it. And this looks to be in swampland with a forested area around it. A number of the areas of the buildings are on like individual islands. And yeah, there's a lot of security here as well. There's a missile battery on the spaceport itself, a number of auto turrets in the actual landing area as you move in.
Yeah, suitably fashy.
Yeah.
As you're landing, shall we call it there?
Hey everyone, and thank you for listening to Cosmopunk. We're trying something a bit different for this campaign in terms of the guest writer and guest GM, so if you like what you're hearing, please let us know. We're on Spotify, iTunes, all the regular podcast sites, cosmopunk.net, and we also have a Twitter over at twitter.com/cosmopunkpod. Link in the description.